Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Memorial Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Colony Cougars and the Heritage Coyotes. I'm Dalton Arredondo alongside Stuart Berman. Stuart, what are your thoughts about tonight's game?
Well,
back deep for the Coyotes. Number 10,
one
Bryce
hell of a
Gilchrist.
game for the Colony
Number 13,
Cougars because they've been averaging around 43 points of offense per game.
Number 12, Kevin Alberon tees it up
when you look at Heritage
for the Coyotes
with only about 23 points a game, that's about a 20-point difference. We're looking at a big blowout here.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I just gotta say, for tonight's contest, the key to this game is definitely.
All right, so we got the Colony Cougars deferring the ball, so the Heritage Coyotes are going to get the ball first.
Fair caught by number 10, Bryce Gilchrist.
This has a chance to be one of the
Coyotes
biggest
will have the ball first and 10 on the 25-yard line
tonight, because when you look at Heritage, they only got like one win, right?
Yeah, they only got one win, and that is against the Woodrow Wilson. That's against Woodrow Wilson. And let's see what happens here on this first drive. Now the quarterback for the Coyotes is number 6, Easton Sweetham.
Here's the play. That's a run for the quarterback, and he flips it, and he's running. He's running to the 50. He's running to the 40, and gets around at the 38 mark.
And that was a great run right there by number 7, Cameron Rose.
Number 6 passes it to number 7, Cameron Rose.
And that was a great play right there.
That looked like
long gain.
a Marshawn Lynch run. The way that he was running,
14, Stephen Wallach,
was incredible.
First and 10 for the Coyotes. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Turn the radio off because we're using them down here and we're not talking to you guys.
All right, we're going to have to turn it up.
War on the carry. He's hit first by number 11, Marcus Moore.
Do we keep streaming?
All right, so this is a long play here.
No gain on that carry.
Like
it's going to be second down and 10.
Shotgun mode here again.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
All right. Okay.
Here's the play. And then he goes sweep mode, and he catches it.
Well, a great pass right there by number 6.
It's number 17, Ryan Davis on the reception. Brought down by number 20, Lawrence Smith. Picks up 9 on that play. It'll be 3rd and 1. Ball on the 24-yard line.
All right. Now let's see right here. It's now 3rd and 1 at the 24-yard line. We're just about just into a minute into the game. And Easton Swingham's
goes right down
away.
to the mark. And that is incomplete here.
Swetnam throws that out of bounds. There are flags on the play.
There's a flag on a play, let's say. It is against the defense right there. So that's going to move them up 5, and that's going to be a
offsides indicated against the Cougars.
We often talk about who gets the most penalties.
Give Heritage the first down.
Who often gets penalized the most. And so far on this drive,
Be 1st and 10, ball on the 19.
we have 2 penalties on the drive. Here's the play, and he runs right in the middle, gets about maybe 1 yard.
That's Swetnam with the keeper.
No, that was definitely.
He's hit by number 14, Stephen Wallach.
2nd and 1 at the 10-yard
Picks
line
up 9 on that play.
With 10:25 left to go.
That was the penalty, but let's go. And
All right.
That's 7, Cameron Rose on the run. He's brought down by number 34, Stephen McCollum.
not much action going here.
Gets the first down. Be 1st and goal for the Coyotes. Ball on the 8.
Here's the play. And he goes fake right, and he gets swatted down.
To Bryce
It's Bryce Gilchrist on the reception.
A freshman right
He's
there
hit by
with
number
the-
20,
with the
Lawrence
catch and the
Smith.
play with a solid gain of 6.
Picks up 6, and this will be 2nd down and
very good
goal.
drive there.
Ball on the
But
4-yard
when
line.
you talk about who's going to get inside the end zone, this is where it matters here.
All right, 2nd and goal.
And he is right in the middle.
That's number 7, Cameron Rose. He takes it in the end zone for a Coyotes score.
Their offense got through their defense, and they really, really just ran up through the middle. I mean, that was a great, great, great run.
That was a great run right there by number 7, Cameron Rose. That is going to be that's only going to be, surprisingly, his 3rd touchdown of the season. And that was a great drive right there by the Coyotes. And let's see what they do. See if they make the extra point. The kicker is Colby Borg. Let's see what happens here.
And it is blocked.
Oh, it's a fake. And it's intercepted. And he's getting tackled. And there's a flag on the play, though. Let's see if this holds up.
Yeah, so when you have a flag like that, it really just defers everything.
But there is a flag on the play. Offsides indicated against the Cougars.
It's offsides. All right. So now it's the offsides against the Cougars. Now there's going to be another attempt for the extra point. Now this is pretty much a chip shot right here because the ball's at the 1-yard line. So won't you agree?
I don't know about that. I mean, if they just did a fake here, can they do it again?
They could. Oh, they're going for the 2.
Oh, they are going for the 2. So this is a creative play call here. Interesting, different. And here's the play. Oh, he is in.
It's fumbled.
Oh, it's a fumble. He's going the other way. And he's driving that fumble. Oh, he got it. But he's going to be down at the mark. They're going to have to overturn this because he was tackled.
And Christian Gonzalez runs it back for the 2 points. But to be honest, Willie, what was the man down before?
After 2 fumbles.
And they will.
It's returned all the way by number 3, Christian Gonzalez.
That was a crazy range of events right there.
Yes,
I mean,
you
don't really see that much in high school football with 2 fumbles, guys going after it, diving for the ball. This looked more like basketball here. When you ever have those basketballs going out of bounds and you're trying to dive it to save it, but you just can't grab it. That's what this was. And
that puts 2 on the board for the Cougars.
That's how
with 9:35 left to go in the first.
2 points out of this.
Heritage Coyotes 6, Colony Cougars 2.
The Colony Cougars just outran them, basically.
Yeah. The score right now: the Coyotes 6, the Cougars 2. With 9:35 left to go in the first quarter. Now that was a pretty good opening drive right there for the Coyotes, and now let's see what they do on defense with the Colony and this high-powered offense. Let's see what they do here. And as the teams are huddling up right now, let's see.
Yeah, so this is a very highly anticipated game for the Colony Cougars.
Yes.
They kind of just set the tone for the defense and put on that score now. Now it's about their offense getting their first time and putting their score clinic on the board, basically.
Teeing it up for the Coyotes, number 32, Colby Borg.
All right. So now Colby Borg set to kick off. The 2 back deep are
number 3, Christian Gonzalez, and number 1, Miles Price, back deep for the Cougars.
How do you turn that other voice off? I don't want to hear.
It's number 26, Jose Escobedo on the cover.
all right. Now Ozil's kicked off into
he's hit by number 28, Sean Ward.
48-yard line. That's almost towards midfield. All right.
Cougars will take over. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
All right. Now let's see what the Cougars do here. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
10 here on the mark here. Wow.
Let's see. See what happens here with Mikey.
Looks like his own coverage.
That's
and
number 2,
what
Mikey
they're
Harrington,
using
back in the
here
shotgun.
For Heritage, it's a 4-3 scheme here. You got 4 pass rushers up there, and now we have a flag here.
We have a flag on the field. Let's see what the rest have to say about this. It is up against the
Procedure
offense.
indicated against the Cougars. It's going to back them up 5. It's going to be first and 15.
5 yards. Now it's going to be first
Ball on the
and 15.
43-yard line.
And you know what's interesting here, as I was saying, so Heritage is using a 4-3 scheme here when they have 4 pass rushers, 3 in the middle, and they're not. Oh, here's the extra pass rusher, and he knows really nowhere land.
Harrington's pass intended for Miles Price. Number 1 goes incomplete.
Now Harrington almost got that picked off, and that was number 21, Jaden Reese, on with the coverage. Now it is 2nd and 15.
He's second down and 15.
At the 43-yard line. Snap.
Oh boy, he's gonna run,
and he gets sacked right there. And that was number 11, Parker Rich Turds.
Harrington under pressure. He has to run. He's taken down by number 11, Parker.
Correction, it wasn't
Rikers.
It was.
Let's say 3rd down here, and you know when you go
picks
to
up a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 14. Ball on the 44.
All right, it's 3rd down, and that is short. He is well short of the 1st down. They say it's a catch. It is now 4th and 3.
Catch by number 1, Miles Price.
And that was Miles Price with the reception on that play. Now it's 4th and 3.
Gets back about 10 on that play. It'll be 4th down and 3 for the Cougars.
And they're going to go for it. Takes the snap, drops back.
Wow.
Hits
Look how wide
Miles
open he
Price.
is. I mean,
Miles Price gets the 1st down.
uh-oh. There's a fumble. He goes right away.
1, Miles Price with the reception.
And that was number 34.
He fumbles it.
Zach Vertuka with the fumble
picked up by
recovery.
number 34, Zach Vaverka.
So, Dalton, what do you think of all these 3 fumbles now? With
Coyotes will take over. It'll be 1st and 10.
I think this game may actually
line.
go down to the turnover battles to see who's able to cause the most turnovers, who's the most fumbles. And I think basically whoever wins this game is pretty much going to win the turnover battle.
I agree with you on that one. Whoever has the most turnovers is going to win the game. But 4 minutes into the game, it's a little too early to judge off here. Here's a run here, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards.
That's 28, Sean Moore on the carry.
And that was Sean Moore with the carry on that play.
He's taken down by number 20, Lawrence Smith. Picks up 2, and it'll be 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 with 8 minutes left to go here in the 1st quarter. Now, let's see what happens here on this play.
Shotgun motion here, 2nd and 8 here.
See what they do. Easton Swam's getting advice from the coach. Takes the snap. Oh, it's a read option. And that's about
that's number 6, Eason Sweatingham.
6 on that play, or correction, 5. Now it's going to be 3rd
He's hit by number 30, Dom Puentes.
With 7:25
picks up 5 on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Quarter.
This is a big 3rd down
for the Coyotes. Ball on the 48-yard line.
50 seconds on this drive. They do not want to go 3 and out here.
Let's see.
And they get the 1st down.
I'd say first.
Oh, it's another fumble. Is this a turnover battle? This is a fumble battle here.
He did fumble the football. And that was Bryce Gilchrist, the freshman with the
pass
catch.
to number 10, Bryce Gilchrist is complete.
And now the Colony gets to take over in a great field position.
Number 14, Stephen Wallach strips that ball.
And that was Stephen Wallach.
Be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Now let's see what the Cougars do here on offense with this drive. The last drive, they fumbled it. And in this drive, they may or may not fumble it again. Let's see what happens here. It is now 1st and 10. Harrington drops back and hits Miles Price, the best receiver, with the catch, and he still won't go. Now he's still going, and there's 5 Coyotes on him, and he's down at the 20-yard line.
That's number 1, Miles Price, on the long reception.
What a great catch and run right there by Miles Price. He's
taken down by a pack of Coyotes
for the Cougars.
Be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Here's a fake pass, and he runs up the middle and gets pretty good yardage here.
That's 6. Camden Wesley on the run.
The freshman, with the run right there. Now it's a solid gain of about
24. Xavion Langren takes him down.
Correction, solid gain of 9. This is 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line. And that's a touchdown
Pass
right there
complete
for
to
the
number
Cougars.
7, Ryan Kazmierski. And he takes it into the end zone for a Cougars score.
Right there for a touchdown. As now is a touchdown for the Cougars.
They had the ball for maybe a minute and 13 seconds. More exactly, a minute and 20 seconds. And they just scored a touchdown. That is how good their offense can be. And that is how they're going to be putting up points. And the extra kick is good. So it is 9-6.
That's number 12, Kevin Alberon, to attempt a point, and it is good.
6, Colony.
And with 6:29 left to go in the first quarter, Heritage Coyotes 6, Colony Cougars 9.
Yes. No, that was a great drive right there by the Colony. They were able to get down the field pretty quickly, and now with them getting down the field fast, and that leads them to 6 points, or correction, 7. Leads them to 7 points on that drive. With 6:29 left to go in the first quarter. Now, Stewie, what were your thoughts about that drive?
It was amazing how fast the Colony Cougars just ran up with their no-huddle offense, going a little bit over a minute of time to get a quick touchdown. And Heritage had no response to their defense. They could not get a stop. They could not get some tackles.
That's number 13, Sharif, and number 10, Gilchrist, back deep for the Coyotes.
And it took nearly 5 or 4 guys to just take them down.
Yeah.
So their defense.
Number 12, Kevin Alberon, tees it up for the Cougars.
If the Colony Cougars score a touchdown every minute, that's insane.
Yes, and that was, like I said, Ryan Kosminski with the touchdown. That's his first touchdown of the season right there. And what a way to do it, with a solid 8-yard run as we kick it off again. And the fair catch is called at the 7-yard line. Now, that's a bit of a surprise right there.
That's fair caught by number 10, Bryce Gilchrist.
There was guys 10 or 12 yards away from him. Could have caught it and ran.
Yeah, he could have caught the ball and ran. But instead, or correction, it might actually be a touchback. Yeah,
be first and 10 for Heritage. Ball on the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Coyotes do on this drive. On their last drive, they fumbled the football. They were in great position.
Number 6, Easton sweating them back
now,
in the shotgun.
Let's see what they do on this drive. As Sweetem takes a snap, hands it off. And that is a gain of about 4 on that play.
That's 28. Sean Moore on the run.
And that was
He's met by number 28, Brock Dunlap.
And that was
picks up 3 on that play. It's going to be second down and 7.
Second 7 at the 27-yard line with about 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Now as Sweetem gets advice from the coach, let's see what they do here, lined up in the formation.
High snap here. They're going to lose yards on the scrimmage because
War again on that carry.
Just
He's hit by number 11, ball. Marcus Moore.
Yeah. He threw it up there thinking he was downtown in Dallas.
No gain on that play. It's going to be third down and 7.
On that yard, so it's 3rd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
7. Let's see what they do here. Sweetem drops back and hits it. And that is a complete pass. And that was Cameron Rose right there with the completion.
That's number 7, Cameron Rose on the reception.
They're definitely short.
And now it's 4th and 4. Let's see.
He's hit by number 26, Jose Escobedo.
They're going for it.
And, yeah, it looks like they're staying out there.
Now, I want y'all to watch this one-on-one coverage with number 2 of the
Hunter
Heritage
Smith
versus can't see it from this
Hunter
angle,
Smith.
but this one-on-one coverage is the matchup to see right now, what they do.
Takes the snap.
Oh, they're going the other way.
And,
wide open
and
and
it's
deflected.
incomplete. And that was Miles Price right there with the deflection. And
pass
now
goes
the
incomplete. Number 1, Miles Price gets his hands on it.
As it's pretty much golden opportunity.
Heritage turns over the ball, and it'll be the Colony ball, 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line.
Now, let's see. on their last drive, the Cougars, they went down there and scored a touchdown. Let's see if they'll do that again on this drive. As it is now 1st and 10 with 4:46 left to go here in the first.
What do you think their plan of action here is right now? Do they run it? Do they pass it? Do they play action?
Let's see.
They're
Drops
gonna pass
back.
For the first.
And
he's going out.
Pressured.
He's running.
And he runs out of bounds. And that was a solid gain of about
Harrington gets some pressure. He runs it out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
There by Mikey Harrington, the quarterback. Now, for Mikey Harrington going into this game, he's completed 72% of his passes. I repeat, 72. Like, that's almost about three-fourths of his passes. Now, he's closing on 1,500 yards passing, and his touchdown interceptions is unreal with 19-2, 19 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. This man is for real. As there's a flag on the play that's charged against
defensive
the
holding called against Heritage.
As a holding penalty. And see what the holding means is that you cannot do that, and you can't hold in football. Let's see. So now 1st and 10.
Be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Ball on the 21-yard line.
See what they do here. Drops back. Harrington. And it's going in. It's incomplete. He was intended for his favorite target.
Harrington's pass intended for Price goes incomplete. And that was
Lucas Stratford with the coverage on that play. That was good coverage by him. Now, let's see what they do here on 2nd down. Now, Sue, what do you think the Cougars should do with this play right here?
Run. There's 3 words. Run the football.
Oh,
run the football.
Well, let's see if they do. And they drop back.
There's no reason to pass it right now.
And Harrington throws it away. What a great.
See, now this is 3rd and 10 here.
Flag. And there's a
Harrington
flag
brought down in the backfield by number 24, Xavier Langren. There's a flag on the play.
Let's see what the ref has to say about this. Let's see. I believe that's being on. And that was actually a penalty against the offense.
Intentional grounding indicated against the Cougars.
Grounding. But did the ball make it out of bounds? I don't think it did. But now
it's going to back them up. It's going to be
3rd and 10 at the 40. At
3rd down and 26.
Or at the 42-yard line. Correction.
Wow, this is a big
3rd 26. Let's see what they do here. Drops back. Harrington. And that pass is incomplete.
Made no sense.
Pass incomplete to number 3, Christian Gonzalez. It's broken up by number 20, Bailey Stewart.
With that pass.
Now it's Christian Gonzalez.
Check that. That's number 25, Norman.
Now let's see what they do here on 4th down
Niamaldi.
And very long. Now you can see
brings up 4th down for the Cougars.
And it looks like
36-yard line.
They could be punting it. Let's see. And looks like they're doing it. They punt it. It's a short punt. And that's going to be at around the 20-yard line. Not too bad for
Harrington
punt.
quick kicks. It goes out of bounds right around the 20-yard line.
That's now 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Coyotes. Now, their last drive, like I said, they turned it over on downs. Now, their last 2 drives, they turned the ball over. Now, Stewie, what do you think Heritage needs to do to prevent that from happening?
Just not turning over the ball.
Not turning over the ball?
Number 6,
yep,
Easton
you heard him.
Back in the shotgun
don't do it
for
in
the
general.
Coyotes.
As Weedham drops back and hits it. And that pass is complete to number 10. That is the name
pass
of
complete to number 10, Bryce Gilchrist.
All right, that's a gain of 7 on that play. Now
he's brought down by number 26, Jose Escobedo. Picks up 7 on that reception. Will be 2nd down and 3.
Running after an interception when there's 3 guys on you. I mean, you just don't do that.
And now it's Cameron Rose right there with the run, and he was well.
That's 7, Cameron Rose on the run.
Will they give him a 1st down? Then they will give him a 1st down.
Picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10
down right there
for Heritage. Ball on the 30-yard line.
3:30 left to go in the 1st quarter. And as Cameron Rose gets a little of a hole. And
Cameron Rose again on that carry.
And And let's see.
He's hit first by number 24,
and
Shafiq
nope,
Taylor.
He is short by a yard.
Picks
now
up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
They're going no huddle. Another handoff to Karen Rose, and Karen Rose will move the chains on that play. What a great first down.
Rose
right
again
there
on the
for him.
Carry. He picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard
They are
line.
moving the chains indeed. Now let's see what they do here. Now, Stu, do you think they'll run or do you think they'll pass on this?
They're going to run this.
Run?
We're not.
Oh, it's a play action.
It's a fumble.
And that's
man.
Number 44 for the Colony. That was Kyer Warner.
Number 6, Camden Wesley. Causes
that
Sweat
is
to
a
throw
mistake.
that ball.
was
almost picked off by number 21, Chris
number
Allen.
21. And that was actually number 21, Chris Allen, with the pressure, and that was
2nd down and 10 for Heritage. Ball on the 41-yard line.
All right, here we go. Now it's actually 2nd and 10. Let's see what happens here. Reese Sweenham drops back and hits his target, and that was
Pass
that was
complete
a
to
good
number
gain of
3,
about
Jordan
5.
Gregory.
That was Jordan Gregory with
Picks up 2 on that
with the-
play. It'll be
the
3rd down
catch
and
right
8.
there. Now it's 3rd and 8 at the 43-yard line with 2:30 left to go here in the third quarter, or correction, first quarter.
3rd and 8 here. Yeah, they got, kind of need to convert this.
Yeah, this is a big-time conversion.
We're approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter.
Sweetum evades a sack, evades 2 sacks,
barely.
and he's just going to get rid of this thing out of bounds. And that was, I believe, 3 Cougars right there, and that was Marcus Moore.
Sweating them to escape some good pressure. Throws that ball out of
Marcus
bounds.
Moore
And we'll be bring up 4th
with
down
the
and
pressure
8.
right there, along with 2 other Cougars. And so now
Ball on
it's
the
4th and 8.
43-yard line.
Let's see. Stewie, if I'm seeing this right, I believe they're going for it. They are going for it. All right. Oh, never mind. They're actually punting. And now there's Shaquille Taylor with the return. That punt goes straight out of bounds. With their quarterback can punt. Yeah.
That is a very
Swettenham's kick rolls out of bounds
here.
at the
You don't
26.
ever see much in the NFL,
That's
regardless
where
of
the
the high school
Cougars
football.
will take over.
Yeah. All right. Now with the Brewers on their last drive, they turned it over on downs. Let's see what they do on this drive. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Let's see what they do here.
It's number 2, Mikey Harrington, back in the shotgun.
Harrington drops back. He gets sacked. And it's a 3-man rush, and he gets the sack. And he gets sacked right there.
That's 11,
That was
Parker Richters
number
with the pressure
24,
and the sack.
Zavon Legrin with the sack on that play.
Gets Harrington
Now,
back in the backfield. It'll be 2nd down and 20.
like I said,
Ball on the
that was a
16-yard
great
line.
sack right there for the Coyotes defense. They much need sack as they send it back 10 yards, and now it's 2nd and 20. All right, let's see what they do.
It's going to be looking like a very hard first down to convert here.
All right, and now it's Camden Wesley, and
That's number
That's about
6,
a gain of
Camden
8.
Wesley on the carry.
right there. Now
He's brought down by
we're
number
approaching
30,
toward the end of
Anthony
the first
Collins.
quarter. Stewie, what do you think the Cougars need
He'll
to
pick
do
up
right
7.
now?
It'll be 3rd down and 13.
You got to do right
Ball
now
on the
is convert the first
23-yard
down.
line.
3rd and 13 here.
3rd and 13. Let's see what they
His
do.
pass. Yeah,
That's
man,
Miles
he got
Price.
yards to run. He is going down the field. He approaches the 50-yard mark going into the
And
territory of Heritage here.
Four Coyotes had to
Harrington's
get
pass
down
complete to number 1, Miles
for
Price.
the Cougars, and that is a brand new set of downs.
Long
for
gain
the
and
Colony.
first down.
What
He's
a
hit
great
by
play
number
right
20,
there
Bailey
by
Stewart.
Harrington as he called that up to perfection. Is now his 1st and 10. It hands off to Camden Wesley. Wesley, he gets the first down.
That's number 6, Camden Wesley on the
The
carry.
freshman is actually doing really good this game, and
Picks up another
this
first
freshman
down.
is no joke. All right, let's see. Like I said, that was Camden Wesley. And Wesley, freshman, he only has 1
That's
touchdown
6
so
again.
far this season.
Camden Wesley on
After
the
about
carry.
7 yards of carry, he's got 324
He's brought down
yards
by
going
number
into this game
34,
for the
Zach
season.
Vaverka.
And now it's his 2nd and 8.
Be
for
2nd down and 8 for the Cougars.
They drop back.
Drop back. Here's the quarterback. He is throwing to a
and
wide open man.
Wide
Number
open.
88. He stiff armed him.
Keith Miller to
and
third.
That is a
touchdown.
Pass over the Miller, number 88.
Cougars.
Keith
So
Miller.
We really have seen their offense
He takes it
explode
into the end zone
last
for a Cougar
2
score.
possessions. We've seen what they can do.
Yes.
15-6 pending the extra kick, and that would take us to the first quarter.
And there's only 1 second left to go in the first quarter. And as now we get set up for the PAT. Ball snap.
And it is good.
It is good. That was Kevin.
That's number 12, Kevin Alberon.
Alberon with the PAT. And
that
now
point after
score
is good.
Cougars 16,
with 1
the
second
Coyotes
left
6.
to go in the first quarter.
And
the score, Heritage Coyotes 6.
there's only 1 second left.
Colony
to go
Cougars
in
16.
the first quarter. All right. And now, that was a great drive right there by the Colony. And number 88, Keith Miller. And that's something that we haven't seen a lot out of him so far in this game. But anyways, that was a great run. Or that was a great catch by him. Another pass for Mikey. And that's a great, that is a great sign for. That's a great sign.
All right, so do you think they're going to do a soft
number
kickoff
13,
or a
Sharif,
long
and number
kickoff?
10, Gilchrist, back deep
I think
for Heritage.
they might squib kick it. Who knows?
Okay.
So,
number 12, Alberon,
tees
tees it up for the Cougars.
Trying to get the teams back together on their benches, and let's see. And as the kicking team is discussing what they should do, and there's 2 Coyotes back deep for the kickoff. And I believe that is AJ Sharif back there, back deep for the Coyotes. And it is Kevin Alberon with the kickoff. Let's see what he does here.
It's
actually
kickoff.
And
wow.
another fair catch is called. Another
right.
fair catch. And now let's see.
Gilchrist gets the fair
let's
catch.
See what the Coyotes
Heritage
do here
will take over.
on
First
this
and 10,
drive.
ball on the 25-yard line.
Now, on their last drive, they had to punt the ball away. Now, Stu, what do you think the Coyotes need to do to prevent that from happening again?
Don't make dumb mistakes. Can't be
Okay. All right. So, let's see. First and 10 at the 25, and final play before the quarter.
Oh, boy.
And Cameron Rose gets a very good gain of about
strong running by number 7, Cameron Rose.
In the first quarter, the score is
he's finally taken down by number 24,
16. The Coyotes 6.
Feet Taylor.
And we'll be right back. We're going to take a short break here on the Frisco
and that's
Sports
the end
Network.
of the first quarter. Your score: Heritage 6, Colony 16. Number 6, Easton sweating them back in the shotgun.
And we're back here on the Frisco Sports Network for tonight's matchup between the Colony Cougars and the Heritage Coyotes. And let's see what they do here for the Coyotes as we start the second quarter. He takes a snap, and Easton with Serena with a great read option, and that's going to take him to about the 42-yard line.
Sweating them with the keeper.
And that. Are they going to
He's
move
brought
the
down
chains?
by number 30, Dom Puentes.
And they are going to move chains. That is a
pick up the
first down
first
right
down.
there for the Coyotes.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Let's see what they do here. Now with Sweetum, he's actually doing pretty decent so far this season. He's completing around 55% of his passes, and as Sweetum is scrambling, and he is gonna get brought down at the 41-yard line, right there, and that's gonna be
sweating him again on the carry. He's hit by number 3, Christian Gonzalez.
And that's now going to be 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Picks up 6 on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Did you see that the guy, the running back, how he just ankled the defender and how he just stiff-armed him? That is a one-time running back. That is a true running back, how you do things.
Yes, indeed. Now it is 2nd and 4. Let's see what the Coyotes draw up here on this play. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Cameron Rose, and Rose gets it about a yard shy of the first on that play. And
that's Rose on the carry.
Yes, he is a yard short. Now it's going to be
hit by number 21, Chris Allen.
What do you think the Coyotes are going to do here on this play?
I would hope they would run it.
3 and only 3rd down and 1 for the Coyotes.
They should run it here.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
And
they do run it.
Will he get the first?
I think he has it.
Let's see if he gets it. And
number 7, Cameron Rose again on the carry.
One ref says continue.
He's stopped by number 82, Colby Cox.
And that actually is the first down for the Coyotes.
He picks up the first
10 minutes left to go
on that carry. It'll be 1st and 10.
Let's see.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
And the Coyotes are continuing in this formation. Stewie, do you think this formation is working out for him?
I do. When you have 5 guys out here and then just a 2-man rush, there you go. And he just runs right over the defender. But one of the things you got to be watching is the defensive scheme with how they cover him to stop the run, because that is one thing they haven't been able to do in this quarter.
Picks up 4, and it's going to be 2nd down and 6.
So
on the 28-yard line.
Now it is 2nd and 6. Let's see, another run for Cameron, or correction, that's actually Kyle Bradford, if I'm not
28, Sean Wara on the run.
Correction, that is actually number 28, Sean Wara.
He stopped by number 14, Stephen Wallach. Picks up 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
I've been relying on the ground
ball on the 24-yard line.
On the air. Now, Stewie, do you think on this play, do you think you should end with the play action?
No. 3rd and 2, they need to be running this ball. They need to be running right up the middle, right through the throat of this defense.
All right, and that's another handoff.
Oh, gosh. He is going to get back up.
He is going to get stopped short.
Moore on the run.
Behind the line.
He's taken down behind the line by number 11, Marcus Moore.
Now that is 4th and 4 at 26-yard line.
Loses 2, and it's going to be 4th down and 4.
Do you think they're going to settle for a field goal, or do you think keep the offense out there?
My decision is to settle for the field goal.
Settle for the field goal?
But as aggressive as I know for Heritage, they're probably going to go for it.
Yes.
And with the wind pushing southwest east for the kickball, it's not a good time to be kicking at 30 yards or more.
All right, let's see. No, they're going for it, and that pass is caught by Cameron Rose. He dived for the
Sweatingham's pass complete to number 7, Cameron Rose.
And he does get the first down.
Taken down by number 21, Chris Allen, but not.
I don't think there was any question
that was
he was going to get it.
Call right there by Kenneth
20-yard line.
the head coach for the Coyotes.
When you have a great dive and great effort by that is just one hell of a player. I mean, you can't teach that. That's effort. That's effort.
You can't. All right, now is this play action. Sweetum scrambles, and he's gonna get about a gain of 3.
Sweatingham pulls it down. He's taken down by number 21, Chris Allen. Picks up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
At the 17-yard line with 7:20 left to go here in the second quarter.
So this is a formation of 5 guys. So this is what they call a jet sweep here for the defense here. And this is how they're going to have read option
Sweetum and
for the offense. But for the defense, they were coming to rush the passer. They were ready.
Yeah.
Sweatingham on the keeper.
That is a
brought down by number 26, Jose Escobedo.
3rd and 3, and
Picks
and
up
this
6. It'll
Coyotes
be
defense
3rd down
is
and
relying
3.
on the running game. The ground
Ball
pound
on the
attack
13-yard line.
is working in their favor for him. Let's see what they do in this two-back set. All right.
So this is a 3rd and 3. They need to be running the ball here again. Whenever it's third and 4s or 3rd and 3s, they should be running.
And
they are
that was
short.
Rose.
They're like a yard short.
Number 7, Rose takes it up the middle for the first down.
Oh, they got it.
Oh, they actually got the first down.
From up here, it looked like he was short.
Looks like he was short.
The refs are being generous today. I mean, this game is pretty close, I think, for Heritage.
Drops back.
Uh-oh, he
stiffs
stiff-armed him.
And
Wow.
Did he dive? Did he make it in?
It's number 7,
did.
Cameron Rose fights his way to the end zone.
What a touchdown right
for
there
Heritage
for Cameron
score.
Rose on that. What a great run. It's actually his 3rd touchdown of the season. Another great play right there for Rose as he continues to improve in his game. And now let's see what they'll do for the point after. See, you got the kicker. He's lined up for the point after. And Bryce Gilchrist is the holder. Kick is up. And it is good. And
there are flags on the play.
Refs are
several flags on the play here. So
flag on the play. Let's see what the call is about. It's a false start on the offense, so that's going to move him back.
False start indicated against Heritage. It's going to back them up.
Yes. It's going to back them up.
We'll retry the point after.
And now, let's see. And the kick is up, and that one is, and I believe there's an.
are they just going to keep flagging this?
Borg's kick is good.
I believe there's another flag.
There is a flag on the play.
If I'm not mistaken, there's another flag.
It's going to be after the play, though.
Is it going to be after the play? Let's see. I believe Kenneth Gilchrist is talking to the coach right now. Let's see what this flag is. And they got the flags going. And that was a great drive right there for the Coyotes, and Cameron Rose gets his 3rd touchdown of the season. While we wait for the next play or for the next thing to happen, let's see. Let's go around the rail for
that flag is declined, and with 6 minutes left to go before the half.
And going on at Toyota Stadium.
Your score: Heritage Coyotes 13.
Braswell is winning
Colony
at the moment,
Cougars 16.
28-0, with 11:38 left to go in the first quarter or second quarter. Correction. Now it's Frisco and Lake Dallas at Lake Dallas. Frisco is winning 21-0 with 5:08 left to go in the second. And going on at the Star, the score for that game right now is Frisco. It's Frisco and Centennial. Centennial is, I believe the game is tied up right now.
It's number 1, Miles Price, and number 3,
and now
Christian
Wakeland
Gonzalez back deep for the
Elm.
Cougars.
Wakeland is currently winning 27-0 with 4:22 left to go. In
32, Colby Borg tees it up for the
One
Coyotes.
other game we did not mention right now is the Memorial High School in Princeton. At Princeton. Right now, we don't have the score on the app, but we will get that on the Twitter page very soon. We'll get the source, and we'll get to know your Warrior fans here, because I know there's a lot of Warrior fans in Frisco. Is that right, Dalton?
Yeah, there is a lot of Warrior fans here in Frisco.
We're not talking about the Golden State Warriors. We're talking about the Memorial Warriors.
Yes, the Memorial Warriors. And let's see what the Colony does on this drive. Now, their last drive, they got in with 6 points. Now, Stuart, do you think they're going to do that again on this drive?
Well, I mean, they got to respond, right? I mean, this is too close of a game to be playing with Heritage. This is like a back-and-forth playing tag game. I mean, this is like you playing hide and seek, and I'm going to find you. It's back and forth. I mean, this I did not predict this. I don't think many people predicted this. Heritage is playing a very great, hard game. They're hanging in there. They're playing hard. They're doing the right things. And the Colony Cougars really need to get their act going because it's going to hurt them in their rankings a little bit because even if they win, the scoring differential. Here's the play. He's going to run off to the north side.
And
that's number one, Miles Price on the sweep.
Of 4 on that play.
That is number one, Miles Price on the play. Gets around 4 yards on that play.
Brought down by number 34, Zach Vaverka.
With 5:30 left
Gain
to go.
Gain of about 4 on that play. It'll be second down and 6.
Let's see what they do in the shotgun. Harrington drops back and hits Keith Miller. And Keith Miller is something we haven't mentioned a lot in this game. And he's got a touchdown. And does he give them the first? I believe he is short.
That's Miller. He's brought down by number 24, Xavier Langren.
Now it is third down.
It picks up a few. It's going to be third down and 1.
5 minutes left to go here.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
You're on the 36-yard line.
And Camden Wesley.
That's 6, Camden Wesley on the carry.
Camden Wesley on the carry.
He's hit by number 34, Zach Vaverka.
And that's going to be a first down right there for the Cougars.
Picks up the first. It's going to be first and 10 for the Cougars. Ball on the 36-yard line.
All right, now let's see. Let's see as Harrington gets advice from the coach.
So they're playing a little slower here. Trying to get some clock here. You know, obviously they're wearing down the defense as we speak. But one of the key things we have not seen is their passing, how far they can go. And here's a pass, and he is going, oh!
And it's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 3, Christian Gonzalez. Great block out there by number 25,
right there
Norman Nimondi.
That was the intended receiver. And for a quick game break on the Braswell and Lebanon Trail game, Lebanon Trail just scored their first touchdown, as it is now 28-7 with 10:44 left to go in that quarter.
Second and 10 for the Cougars. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Wakeland scored again.
Here's a jet sweep play. This is on the reverse, and he got room to go. Oh, wow, he slipped. He did not slip. He got room to go, and he can go to the house here.
Down by number 5, Josh Tremblay.
Christian Gonzalez on the play, giving them another first.
They do pick up the first down. It'll be first and 10 for the Cougars. Ball on the 17-yard line.
In the first half. Let's see what Harrington does right here. As they lined up in the shotgun formation, we got 2 receivers to each side. And I believe there is a timeout.
We'll take your timeout, too, for the Frisco
Coyotes.
Sports Network from Memorial High School.
Memorial Stadium.
If you see a power line laying on the ground,
or it's hanging or drooping or swinging around,
you gotta keep away from all those power lines. You gotta keep away. Don't touch, not even a finger. You gotta keep away.
Call 911 when the lines are down.
Keep away from all those power lines.
And we're back on the Frisco Sports Network after the Coyote timeout.
That's number 2, Mikey Harrington. Back in the shotgun.
Now it is first and 10 at the 17-yard line with 3:46 left to go in the second quarter. Let's see. All right, now let's see what Harrington draws up here on this play. Let's see. Harrington adjusts his guys. Let's see. Harrington gives it to Camden Wesley, and that he's going to get brought down at the 5.
That's 6, Cameron Wesley on the carry. He's hit by number 28, Sean Wara.
Yes, they give him a first
Picks
down.
up the first, and it'll be first and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line.
It is now first and goal at the 6. Let's see. Let's see what they do.
A very, very good run.
Yes, that was a very good run. All right, let's see what they do here. Let's see what.
First down, first and goal at the 6-yard line. Now
Let's
the play, fake play, and he goes
and
right
Camden
up the
Wesley,
middle.
does he get in? I believe he does.
That's number 6,
And that is
Camden Wesley.
And that is
Takes
a
it up in
touchdown
middle
for the
for a
Cougars.
Cougars score.
And that is Camden Wesley's second touchdown on the season. That's pretty surprising, but let's not forget he's a freshman, and what stats he's putting up right now as a freshman is pretty impressive. He's getting fed the ball going to this game 48 times in the season. That's pretty impressive for a freshman, like I said before. And the extra point is good, and that was Kelvin
Number 12,
with the
Auberon
extra point. As now
gets
it
the
is
point
23
after,
to 13
and with 3 minutes
Cougars.
left to go in the half.
Now,
Score Heritage 13.
Heritage
Colony
is not going to be able to
23.
keep up. It's just not going to happen.
Heritage isn't going to keep up if the Colony continues to score and put up points. And like I said before, the score is 23-13 Cougars, and with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. And like I said, in this first half, this team has been doing pretty good so far in the first half. Now for the game break, the Centennial at the start, Centennial and Liberty are playing right now. And it's right now 20-14. The Titans are winning. They have 2:52 left to go in the second quarter. And let's get back into the action.
Number 10, Gilchrist, and number 13, Sharif, back deep.
All right, now let's see what they do here.
Number 12, Auberon, tees it up for the Cougars.
Number 12, Kevin Alberon is kicking off. And there are 2 Coyotes back deep to return this. All right, let's see. With 3 minutes left to go in the first half, Stewie, what do you think is going to happen in these 3 minutes?
Well, a lot can happen. I mean, obviously, when you look at the defenses and the offenses and just the way that they've been playing.
Fair caught by 10,
you look
Gilchrist.
at how we can explore and how we can score, and it's going to be the very next topic for Heritage because when the Colony Cougars just get the ball, you carry too much momentum in time possession of the ball, and that creates just being tired on the
First and 10
defense.
for Heritage. Ball
So
on the
Heritage should be
25-yard
well
line.
rested on their offense, and therefore they should be able to score on this possession.
Let's see what they do here. As is a handoff to Cameron Rose. That we've said that name pretty frequently.
Hand off to number 7, Cameron Rose.
Very good gain right there. That's gonna move the chains.
Taken down by number 30, Dom Puentes.
2:50 left
He
to
does
go.
pick up the first down on play.
And
Be
for
first and
game
10,
break,
ball on the
Braswell just scored
37-yard
another
line.
touchdown against Albany Trail at Toyota. And the score right now is 35-7. Braswell and Centennial Liberty at the Star. Centennial's winning 21-14
Number 6,
with
sweating them back
2:52
in the
left to go
shotgun.
in the second quarter as well. Now let's get back into the action with Sweden with another handoff, and that is Sean Wara with the carry. And
Hand off to number 28, Sean
did he make it
Wara.
back to the line of scrimmage?
He's hit by
think he
number
did.
24,
I think he
Shafiq
did.
Taylor.
Yeah, and that's no gain
No gain on that
The
play. It'll
play.
be second down and 10.
with 2:10 left to go.
Ball on the
in
37-yard
second
line.
quarter. All right, let's see. Let's see what Sweden is lined up in the shotgun formation. Let's see what happens. Sweden drops back, and Sweden scrambling, and it's a dropped pass right there. That was Hunter Smith
Sweating on pass
2
goes
with-
incomplete to number
with
2,
the-
Hunter Smith.
with the intended receiver is incomplete. Now, normally, the junior right there, normally he is known for catching those, as he is
Be
hauled
third down
in,
and 10. Ball on the
as he is hauled in
37-yard line.
only 6 receptions from Sweden so far this season. Now, let's see what they do. 3rd and 10, 37-yard line with 1:52 left to go in the first half. Let's see what Sweden has up his sleeve here. is lined up in the shotgun. Takes the snap, Sweden drops back, and hits Sean Wara. And Sean Wara is going. He's going. And he is shoved out of bounds.
Pass complete to number 28, Sean Wara. He's pushed out of bounds by number 24, Shafiq Taylor, but not before a long gain in a Coyote first down.
Now that is a great first down, and now the Coyotes are in great field position to score. The Sweden hands it off to Wara, and Wara gets into the end zone. That is a touchdown.
That's number 28, Sean Wara, up the middle. He takes it in the end zone
right there
for a Heritage score.
That's his third touchdown on the season. Now with him, he's only averaging about 5 yards a carry as he switches off with Rose, and he's getting 230 yards going into this game. But that right there is his second touchdown, or his third touchdown, correction, of the season.
That was a very powerful run. He just outrun the defenders, and it looked like they just stood there.
Yes.
Board's kick is good.
And now
and with 1 minute 35 seconds left to go in the half,
Coyotes have
your
20,
score,
and
Coyotes 20,
and the
Cougars 23.
And the Cougars have 23 with a minute 35 left to go in the first half. Stewie, what are your thoughts on that drive?
The thoughts of the drive is just how Heritage just ran through the play. That big play of that loose slant pass and the wide receiver just staying in bounds and just running over tackles is just very impressive. I mean, when you look at how offenses do that, they practice. They go over these things in practices. But one of the things that in defense, they practice tackles. And that was a very, very costly tackle because if you tackled him and you tackled him before the first down, you always saved a touchdown. But instead, we have a 23-20 score. And Heritage
number 1,
is
Miles
very much
Price,
in this
number
game
3,
here.
Gonzalez goes back
They
deep
are. With the
for the
35
Cougars.
left to go, this is high school football. Anything can
32
happen.
Board tees it up.
And yes, miracles do happen.
For the Coyotes.
Indeed.
We thought the Colony Cougars were just going to outblow Heritage, and we have not seen that. This is almost halftime here. We have not seen that. They played really, really well versus Colony so far in the first half. We got 135 here. Heritage is about to do a kickoff here.
Now, I believe, let's see. I think it's Colby Borg at the kick.
All
the kickoff. What a boomer. And Miles Price is back.
And they're going to run it this time.
And
there's space. There is a lot of space here.
And
they're going to take this to the house here.
Gone.
Wow.
What a kickoff return right there.
That's number 1, Miles Price.
Touchdown.
He takes the kickoff all the way back into the end zone for a Cougar score.
Much needed, as now they have some breathing room, and now that makes it a 2-score game for the Cougars.
See how fast they can score? They can really score points in bunches, and they did that with the return game. And they didn't even have to bring their quarterback on to get about almost 7 points here with the extra kickoff, extra point pending.
All right, now let's see. As Kevin Alderon comes in for the point after. And
it is right through the middle, so it is good.
Alberon's kick is good.
Now the score is
with a minute 22 left to go in the half.
Cougars 30, Coyotes 20.
Score Heritage 20, the Colony 30.
Stewie, what are your thoughts as we enter through, as we about to end the first half?
Well, Heritage is going to need to respond quickly in this next minute and a half, roughly. They're going to have to keep pace because when you have a Colony offense just storming right off the gate like that, that creates just stress for the defense. And Heritage, I mean, they're still in this. They've been playing a back-and-forth game here, but they really need to respond now before halftime.
Yes, indeed. They really do need to respond now. As now,
Yeah, so the Colony gets the ball
That's
after
number 8,
halftime. So
Kyle
this
Bradford.
only creates more
Number
pressure for Heritage to score on this
13,
possession.
A.J. Sharif. Back deep
All right,
for
now,
Heritage.
with the minute 22 left to go in the first
Alberon
half, let's
tees
take
it
a
up
little game
for the
break
Cougars.
right now as we wait for kickoff. Wakeland right now is beating Little Elm 38-7 at Little Elm. The game is at halftime right there. And the game is tied at the Fort Center between Centennial Titans and Liberty Redhawks of 21 all. And in the score right now at Toyota, Denton
Here's a
Braswell.
squib kick here.
And let's get back into the action.
Oh, are we going to see? Okay. All right, he gets down there around 35-yard line.
Yes. And now
Sharif brings
with
it
the
back.
Colony
He's
on
hit by
their
number
last 2
10,
drives, they've been able to
Gage
put points on
Guerrero.
the board. Stewie, what do you expect from the Colony on this drive?
This is Heritage.
Or Heritage.
But Heritage, they're going to need to score,
It's
just
the
like I
Coyotes
said.
ball. It'll be
'cause
first and 10. Ball
with
on
Colony gained the ball at halftime. After halftime, with a minute
the
15
35-yard
to go,
line.
with about 2 timeouts left here. So, I mean, they have the ability to get some points, at least a field goal.
Yes. So right now,
Here's the
play
action here. Uh-oh.
and that pass is
He's got
completed.
room. There's the
And
flag.
that's a flag. That was Cameron Rose with the reception. And
Pass
flag on
complete
the
to number
field. Let's
7,
see
Cameron
what the
Rose.
refs have to say.
There is
But
a
back
flag
to what I
on the
was
play.
saying, as it is halftime right now at the Frisco Lake Dallas game. Frisco is winning 24-0. And like I said, 38-7 at Toyota. Braswell's winning against Lebanon
Holding
Trail.
indicated against Heritage.
And let's get back into the action. Let's see what happened.
Looks like there is holding with Heritage, so this is going to go all the way back here. Take a 20-yard gain to nothing now.
1-yard gain, and now that's gonna set him back a lot.
Yeah.
And that's gonna set him back about 10 yards, and that's probably gonna be first or it's actually first and 8 in a way. And this drop and that pass is dropped. That was Bryce Gilchrist.
Pass intended for number 10,
That was
Bryce
Gilchrist, the
Gilchrist.
freshman.
Incomplete.
That dropped the pass on that play. Now it's 2nd and 8. Now at almost a minute left to go in the first half, and points for Heritage they could really be useful for them, so that way they don't have to fight as much as to get back into this game. And there's flags all over on the field. Let's see what the refs have to say about this. And
Procedure indicated against Heritage.
and
So it's definitely against Heritage.
it's against Heritage. That's going to send them back 5. Now it's second
Going to
and
back them up, and
13
it'll be second down
at
and
the
13.
32-yard
Ball on the
line
32-yard
with
line.
minute 2 left to go in
Ball on
the
the
first half.
32-yard line, minute to go. Clock is running now, so.
And there's a rush, and that pass is almost picked. And that was, I believe, number 44, Kyer Warner. And that pass almost was picked. That
Pressure
should
makes
have
him
been
throw that
picked.
early. It's almost picked off
That
by
was
number
a
14,
forced
Stephen
throw.
Wallach.
Yeah,
That was a very forced throw.
correction, Stephen Wallach. In that play.
This is 3rd and 13, guys, here, folks. I mean,
Be 3rd and 13
gosh,
for the
they-
Coyotes.
they
Ball on the
cannot-
32-yard
They got to
line.
get some yards here, let alone
Yeah.
the first down.
Yeah, they need to get yards in order for them to keep that scoring drive running. And they do a reverse, and he gets
Wow,
out
great
of bounds.
tackle. Great tackle by number 21.
Swetnam's
That's
pass
Chris
complete to
Allen.
number 8, Bradford. He's
That
hit
was
by number
Kyle
21,
Bradford.
Chris Allen.
Chris
was
Allen with the amazing tackle. If you didn't get him, that's a first
Not
down,
enough for the
and
first
now
down.
we're
It'll
at
be
4th and
fourth
2
and
here.
2.
Fourth and 2.
Ball on the
Now,
43-yard
for it.
line.
do you think they should go for it, or do you think they should punt it?
It's a tough call here. I'm going to go for it here. It's
Oh,
4th
they're
and 2.
going for
I'm
it.
going to put some trust in my offense, but looks like they're going
They'll
to
put
punt
trust
this.
in the offense.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Coyotes do.
No, they were definitely going for it.
And
It's another flag here.
their
Or it
flag, I
looks like
believe,
a
or it's actually
late
a timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout by the Cougars. And we're going to take a timeout as well, and we'll be right back on the Frisco Sports
Timeout,
Network.
Cougars.
And we're back here on the Frisco Sports Network for tonight's matchup between the Colony Cougars and the Heritage Coyotes. It is now 4th and 2. Let's see what Sweetum has up his sleeve. And as is the 2-back set, and it's a play action fake. Sweetum, and that's intercepted. And that is Christian Gonzalez with the pick, and it's going to be a pick 6 for the Cougars, and that
pass is picked up by number 3, Christian Gonzalez. He takes it into the end
zone
for a
frustrating
Cougar
for the Coyotes,
score.
as they had just given up, a pick 6 right there. And if you are a fan of the Coyotes, that's got to be heartbreaking, don't you think, Stewie?
Yeah, I agree. That's going to be a game-changing.
Number 12, Alberon, on to attempt to point after.
7 additional points for Colony, which should be going to Heritage, and I'm going to create that as a 14-point difference, because when you add that together,
and
it should actually be 27 to 30. Instead, we're looking at a 20 to 37 game. Colony getting the ball back in the second half, and you got 29 seconds here. You might as well just need it here for Heritage.
Yeah. Now we can get back to the lockers and talk about what to do in the second half. Now for that makes Easton Sweetum that's his 8th pick thrown so far this season, and what a great stop right there for the Cougars defense. His defense for them has been doing pretty good. They forced a lot of fumbles and now come away with the pick 6. That's what will set them over the top, don't you think, Stewie?
Yeah, definitely. Those turnovers create those points, and you look. This was a very, very good game up until that play. It's going to be a costly momentum changer for Colony instead of Heritage. So Heritage just got to regroup here.
Yeah, they really have to regroup after that. And now, let's see what it is. As Ethan Alderon sets up to kick off. And back deep. Let's see what happens here. There's a kick. And that's a fair catch called by Bryce Gilchrist. Now for the Heritage on this drive, Stuart, like you said, I think they should just take a knee and just take it to the lockers, so that way they can talk some stuff over, regroup, and get back together and focus. Now, for Colony, their defense has been doing pretty. Like I said before, they've been doing pretty good, causing a lot of fumbles and getting a pick 6 like they did earlier. That's what's going to help them win the game. And that is Cameron Rose right there with the run. Very good gain. And the clock is running. Let's see if the Heritage is gonna play it off. Let's see.
That looks like your last play.
Yep.
It looks like you're going to do a surprise play here.
Let's see. And it's another handoff to Rose, and that's not getting anywhere. And that is the end of the first half. The score is the Cougars 37, the Coyotes 20. Stuart, what are your thoughts about that first half?
Very excellent half for Heritage, regardless of that last play, that other possession they did for them, which resulted in a pick 6 for them. So, it was a very good play. It was a very good game, but now you're looking at a 17-point game, 3-possession game, and Colony's going to get the ball, and they've been pretty much scoring on almost every possession. It's going to be a very, very hard game to get back into. They're going to really have to start out play in this next half, and if we can see that, then maybe we'll see a different game here. But we have not seen Heritage defense. We've seen a lot of turnovers in the game, but have we seen many interceptions compared to the Colony? No. So we're going to really have to see a different version of Heritage on the defensive side, because they've just not been able to stop the run. The running back of Colony has just been running wherever he wants to run. So they're going to have to do a change maybe get some blitz packaging, doing some more run-on blitz on the 2-4-3 scheme. Whatever they got to do, they got to stop the run.
Yes, and as now we're entered halftime, we'll see you back here for a second half on the Frisco Sports Network.
The Top Cats are proud to recognize this week's Credit Union of Texas Top Cat of the Week, Emily Stumval. This week's Squad of the Week is Maisie's Model. Top Cat Sergeants are Sophomore Sergeant Holly Snellgrove, Sophomore Sergeant Alisa Muskies, Junior Sergeant Morgan Hartley, and Senior Head Sergeant Jesslyn Roseberry. Top Cat Officers are Junior Lieutenant Maisie Chevalier, Junior Lieutenant Emma Richardson, Junior Lieutenant Sarah Van Buren, Senior Lieutenant Jaylene Mendoza, Senior First Lieutenant Nicole Green, and Senior Head Captain Crystal Cooper. Tonight, the Top Cats will be performing a skirt routine to crowd favorite Jump in the Line. Ladies and gentlemen, the Colony High School Top Cats. Top Cats would like to thank their sponsors: Diamond sponsor Credit Union of Texas, Platinum sponsors Liberty Tax and Leanne Pritchard, Silver sponsors David and Erica Kuhn, Sherlock, So Much Fun, and the Colony Roadrunners, and bronze level sponsor Axe Construction. The Top Cats would like to wish the Heritage High Steppers dance team good luck in their 2019-2020 season. And now taking the field is a group of dynamic performers dedicated to artistry and entertainment on the marching field. Will you please welcome to Frisco, from the Colony High School, the Colony High School Cougar Marching Band. Poppycock. Next Saturday, the band will take the competition field at the UIL Region 2 Marching Contest at 6 o'clock at Column Stadium in Denton. All supporters of the Colony High School are invited to come and support their band.
Audrey Kim. Golden Girl of the Week is Brooke Bryant. The High Steppers have chosen Amparo Wang as Teacher of the Week. The High Steppers will now perform their hoop routine to Blame It on the Boogie. The High Steppers would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our sponsors, Competitive Camera and Pretty Nail Spa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For your halftime entertainment, we are proud to present the 2019 Heritage High School Marching Band. Tonight, the band will perform their 2019 field show entitled Metamorphosis. Most Outstanding Marcher of the Week is Alexa Tran. The section of the week is Color Guard. The Heritage Band and staff and students would like to wish the Colony High School Band the best of luck this season. Go Coyotes! The Heritage Coyotes!
Hey, and we're back here on the Frisco Sports Network after halftime. Let's look at all the other games across the district. So, going on right now at Toyota Stadium is now 38 to, or correction, is 44 to 13. Braswell is winning against Lebanon Trail. That game is at halftime, and now between Lake Dallas and Frisco. At Lake Dallas, Frisco is winning 24-0 in that game with 4:45 left to go in the third. Now, the Toilet Bowl at the Star between Centennial Titans and Liberty Redhawks. The game is tied 21-21. With that game is about to go into the second half. And back at Little Elm, Wakeland is beating Little Elm 38-7 with 8:20 left to go in the third quarter. So that was your quick halftime report around the rail, and we'll see you back in the second half. And we're back here on the Frisco Sports Network, and as the second half is about to kick off, Stewie, what are your not yet, or Stuart, my bad. Everything's all good right now, and let's see what the second half brings for us. And for kickoff, let's go. I think number 34.
Heritage is about to kick the ball.
There you go, Stuart.
Heritage is about to kick the ball, and they're doing an onside kick here.
And it's recovered. Wow.
Oh gosh.
Do you think he could return it? And he stopped. That was a gutsy call. And that was Stephen McCollum with the recovery of the onside. And Kenneth Gilchrist with a gutsy call to onside it to right out of the gate. Like, Stuart, what are your thoughts about that call?
That was a shocker.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would do that, and it did not go. It did not go well at all.
Yes. And now the Colony has great field position right now. It's this 1st and 10 in the red zone already. Like, they have to score on this drive, and Camden Wesley is getting blown up behind the line of scrimmage with a loss of about 3 on that play, and the Heritage defense is starting to wake up a little bit as they realize they are behind and they're trying to get back. Or correction, it was a loss of 4. It was now in the 2nd and 14 at the 24-yard line. Let's see what Harrington does in the shotgun.
Yes.
It's back. And throws it to the end zone, and that is incomplete.
It's overthrown.
Yes, and that was number 4, Bindi Nelson. And that was number 31. Or wait. Yeah, and that was the cornerback, number 34, Zach Verida with the coverage. Now it's 3rd down, and Miles And Miles Price comes up with a completion right there. And that is it's a gain of about 12. And now is, or correction, a gain of 11. Now it is 4th and 3 at 13. Now, Stuart, if you were to call in, what would you do here in this situation?
Go for the 3 points.
Go for the field goal?
Make it a 20-point game. Don't do anything.
And,
oh, wow.
And that is Keith Miller with a touchdown right there for the Cougars. And that is extending their lead. And now it's actually making that into a 3-score game. And Keith Miller, he scored earlier. And that makes it his 5th touchdown of the season. And now the score right now. Now let's see. Or it could be 44. Let's see if Alderon can kick this extra point. And he does, put it right down the middle. And now the score is 44-20. Stuart, what are your thoughts on that drive?
Well, they didn't do much on that drive, obviously running for like 20 yards. But I just cannot – I'm still trying to get over why Heritage did an offside kick like that. First of all, if you're going to do one, and especially during the first play of the halftime, you better do it right. And they failed miserable. It was as bad as it could got because they were not prepared. The ball went the other way, and the receiver team just got it before the defender did. So very, very poor execution here. So they really need to score on this possession or this game is going to be quickly in a wrap.
Yes, and that was a great drive right there by Conley as they did take advantage. And that was a great call right there by Rudy Rangel. And let's see the kickoff now. And let's see who's kicking it off for the Cougars. It is Kevin Alberon. Back deep.
It's Gary Reed here.
That's Garrett
on the very back, on the sides.
That was Garrett Reed back deep. And let's see what happens here. There's 2 Coyotes back deep to receive. And here we go.
It's a great kick.
It is hot. Now
on the 30-yard line here.
On the 30-yard line. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 30 with 10:50 left to go in this third quarter. And a little score update. Wakeland is currently winning against Little Elm with the score of 45-7 with 4:59 left to go in the third quarter. Now let's get right back into the action. This is now 1st and 10. Let's see what Sweenham does right here. And it's a hand. Oh, it's a read option.
Oh,
they
wow.
fake it. What an interesting play right there. I mean, it gets him about 5. That was a pretty good play right there by Kenneth Gilchrist.
Definitely a different play than we've seen in tonight's game.
Yes.
Very different. Defense played well on that, though.
Yes, that was well played, but a great call right there by Coach. And that was Sweenham with the pass right there. Now it's 2nd and 6. Another play action.
Uh-oh.
And he gets set. Oh, fumble.
Boy.
And fumble. And will he return? And what a great defensive play right there. And that was Kyer Wagner with the recovery of the fumble. And Sweenham got stripped. And now that is another turnover for the Coyotes. And like I said before, turnovers is what's going to get them to win this game. Right, Stuart?
Yeah, obviously that was a very costly turnover right there. And because of that, they're right into the end zone on the 10-yard line. And this is very disappointing second half, and we're less than maybe a minute and a half in this half, and they're about to end up with 14 points here.
Oh, man, the Tides could turn like that. And now let's see if Harrington fakes it to Camden Wesley. Wesley breaks the tackle, and that is another touchdown for the Cougars. Now, that's the freshman right there, but I believe there is a flag on the play.
Let's see. After. It looks like unsportsmanlike conduct.
Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see as the head ref talks over to the coach, Rudy Rangel. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. And let's see. And that is against the offense. I believe that's against the offense, if I'm not mistaken. And their points may get taken back. Let's see.
I think it's going to still be a touchdown. It's just going to be after the play.
After the play?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right, let's see as the teams are discussing what they're doing. Another game break between Wakeland and Little Elm. Little Elm just scored another touchdown, and now is now 45-14 with 3:18 left to go in the third quarter. Now let's get back into the action. It's now.
So it looks like the 5 yards is going to be further for the extra point.
Yes. Let's see what happens here on this PAT. And
we have the Heritage coach just walking on the sideline here. And this is not a good scene here. He is arguing with the ref here. So we're going to have a delay.
Let's see what happens here. As Kevin Alberon sets back and it looks like the refs are having a bit of a discussion right now. But while we wait for that discussion, I'm gonna put with Keith Miller. Like I said, he barely gets mentioned, but he's second besides Miles Price. With him, he's averaging around 16 yards a catch and closing in on 400 yards receiving, and he's got 2 touchdowns so far this game. And that right there, that's a pretty good stats for the wide receiver number 2, and Kenneth Gilchrist is still talking to the ref, and man, let's see what happens here. The kick is good. And now the score is now 51-20. The Colony is wrecking the Heritage Coyotes, and this is something that Heritage did not want to go into the first half. Stuart, with that drive, that has to be like a knife in the gut for the Heritage, right?
Yeah. So that drive and that turnover with the fumble, it's now a 31-point game. This game is all but over, pretty much. I mean, we still have a lot of time here, but what we've seen today has not proved to us to think that Heritage is capable of coming back.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is that but there is still plenty of time left to go in this game, and you're going to need about 4 more touchdowns in order to get back into this game. If you probably need 4 touchdowns and a field goal to get back.
While getting stops and hoping the time doesn't move.
Yes. And the clock can be a factor in this game. We just started second half, and this is a bit of an understatement, but time is of the essence for Heritage, as they need to score on this drive for them to have any hope of getting back into this game. As the kick is away, and it's dropped. And wait, who has it?
It's like Heritage.
Did Heritage regain it?
Recover, yeah.
Heritage does recover. Oh boy, that could have been even more costly because if they practically gave it up there, that meant that the Colony had excellent field position again, and with the way the Colony is playing, they would have probably scored, and they're trying to put this game on ice. Now, for the Heritage in the first half, Stuart, what did you see from Heritage in the first half, and how can they improve in this half?
Well, they got to limit their turnovers. I mean, their turnovers has been killing them throughout this whole game. They're going to have to just run the ball here and hope they can get hosed through the running game, because when you can run the ball, then you can do play action and doing shotgun passes. But as of what we've seen in this second half, this offense has been miserable.
Yes, and now And now with Sweenham getting tackled by my Dom Pumes is 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line. Sweenham drops back and hits Sean War up for a completion. And Sean War is going. And he is off to the races.
Foot race here.
And Taylor's the only guy to beat. And will he get there? And he does. That is a touchdown for the Coyotes. And that is just step one of their comeback. Now they're going to need to step up on defense. Their offense is bringing them back. Now it's just the defense that needs to step up. Now with Sean Wara, that's his second TD score today, if I'm not mistaken. That means that's his 4th touchdown of the season. And like I said, this is something that Heritage needs right now. They need points and stops. Don't you think, Stewie or Stewart?
Correct. Yeah, they need stops and points. It's blocked. So that's going to really have a dampening effect on them. So the extra point is no good.
And like I said, points are at a premium for the Coyotes. And with them getting their extra point blocked, that has to be a bit of a disappointment. And because a point for them is like money, and like they need it more than ever. And yeah, like I said before, they just need points, and that's pretty much the only way for them to get back into this game. And Stuart, what do you think the Heritage defense needs to do now?
They need to force turnovers. Turnovers. They got to get a 3 and out, because this time here is going to be a key, just like Dalton said. And if you just allow Colony to do what it wants to do like they have, it's going to be end game.
Yes, like Avengers Endgame.
Correct.
and while we wait for the kickoff, let's take a little game break around the rail. And as we go back to Frisco Lake Dallas game, Frisco is winning 31-7 with 10:27 left to go in the 4th quarter. And back at the Star, Centennial and Liberty, Centennial is winning 28-21 with 2:25 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And let's get right back into the action as we see if Heritage is able to mount this comeback. Their comeback has to start right now.
Uh-oh.
And that kick is away. Miles Price with the return. And Miles Price shifts. He stops and shifts again. He's running towards the right. And he's still going. He has blockers. Oh, he's still going. He's still on his feet. He's still going. And he's going to get stopped at the 14-yard line. What a great return by Miles Price. This man, he knows how to move his feet. And I think we have it. No. The guy, number 35, Heritage said that is Mason Montgomery. I thought he was hurt, but turns out he's okay. But what a great play right there by Miles Price as he sets him up with a golden opportunity for the Cougars. And the Cougars right now are just trying to put this game on ice and away from the Coyotes so that way they can get this win.
Yeah, so have you ever had some coaches, have you heard coaches tell you to not run backwards? Well, with that kick return, he ran backwards, but had blockers in front of him, and he got the big gain. And that's why they're in the end zone right now. It is 2nd down and 9 on the 14.
Yes. And that was Camden Wesley on the run. That was a bit of a 1-yard pickup. Now with closing in around 8:45 left to go in this 3rd quarter. And I cannot stress enough that the Heritage needs to put up a stop on defense in order for them to get their comeback going. And like I said, 4 points. Points are at a premium for Heritage. Is now I believe that's Camden Wesley. Wesley's going to get in for the touchdown. That is another touchdown for the Colony. And Camden Wesley, I believe that's probably his 2nd touchdown today, if I'm not mistaken. That's his 3rd on the season. Now for a freshman to be putting up that amount of stats, that's pretty impressive. And that's definitely going to set you up for success as a team. for the future as he's just getting started.
Yeah, so that was just a walk-in touchdown. No one even put a hand on him.
Yeah, no one did. And the way that he's been playing right now is pretty awesome. And like this is stuff that you don't see from a freshman because there's normally a freshman like they would be on the bench and all that. But this freshman, no, he's actually producing and he's actually making stuff happen. And Stuart, I don't know about you, but that's some pretty impressive stuff.
Correct. For a freshman to do this on varsity is extraordinary special. You don't see that often.
Yes. And now Zakoni gets back for the return. And as you see Kevin Alberon go back to kick it. And there are two Coyotes for the return. I believe that is number 13, AJ Sharif, back deep for the Coyotes, and as Alberon is deciding what to do with the kickoff, who knows? He may try in a squib or on. It's highly doubtly that he'll onside, but let's see what they do here for the kickoff, and it's away, and the fair catch is taken. Now, the Heritage, what they need to do on this drive is that as they're down 30-plus points, and I cannot, and I know I'm saying this a lot, but I can't stress enough that they need points in order for him to have any chance at all. So, Stuart, what do you think Heritage needs to do for this drive in order for him to get points on the board?
Well, they're going to have to do just – they got to get back to their first half. I mean, it's been pretty disappointing. I mean, their players have to have a chip on their shoulder to do what they want to do. Yes. So, I mean, they got to just go do what's been working on them. I mean, they can't be really changing.
Mm-hmm. And now it's a solid there's a run right there by Cameron Rose. His name is being said a lot in this game. He's been making stuff happen for this team. And now let's see, it's the 2nd and 6. And let's see what's happening. And let's see what's happening right here. As it is, the Sweetum drops back.
Oh, boy.
And he gets rid of this thing. As it is now 3rd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Let's do a quick stat update. So Easton Sweetum right now, he's 9 out of 17. He's completed around 53% of his passes, and he's thrown 1 touchdown so far. Now Cameron Rose, his name has been heavily talked a lot about in this game. With him getting 147 yards, 17 rushes, and he's got 2 touchdowns to add to his resume. Now, if the reason why they lose is not his fault at all if they lose, as Easton Sweetum gets sacked by number 21 Chris Allen, and the Cougars defense are not willing to let up at all. And let's see what they do.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. I'm sorry, but when you have the Colony Cougars just eclipsing their offensive points for the game, and we still have a quarter and half to go, this is just not good.
And here comes Miles Price again with the return, and he's getting still on his feet, but he gets down at the 49-yard line. Now, while we wait for a next drive, it's time to take a little game break. Now, with back at Toyota, Braswell just scored again, with the score right now being 51-13, and they're just crushing Lebanon Trail right now with the just started the third quarter there, and right now Centennial at the start against Liberty, they're starting to pull away now with the score of 35-21 with 22 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Now let's get right back into this game. This is now 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. the Colony, they've been scoring a lot. Let's see if they continue to score again. This is handoff and Camden Wesley. And Wesley's going to get about a 5-yard pickup on that play. Let's do a quick little stat update. Camden Wesley right now, correction, he's actually scored 3 touchdowns. And like I said before, he's only had 1 so far this season, but now his stats are up to 4 touchdowns for the season. And he's getting fed the ball 11 times, and he's getting around 6 yards a carry. That's some pretty good stuff. As there's another handoff, that was actually a correction, a 3-yard gain.
Well, yeah, they are just, I mean, the Colony doesn't have to do much to put this, I don't think they want to do much either.
Yeah, they don't want to do much at all. And let's see what they do here as Mikey Harrington drops back.
Oh, boy.
As there's a rush, and he jukes out the defender, and he throws it, and it's incomplete. His target was Benji Nelson. And that play is now it's 4th down and 4th and 6. On ball at the 45-yard line with 5:30 left to go. Now, Stuart, if you were to Colony in this situation, would you go for it or would you punt the ball?
Punt the ball.
Punt the ball?
Yeah, there's nothing to gain from here.
Yeah.
Game is over.
All right, let's see what they do here. As Kyle Bradford is getting back for the return. All right, let's see what they do here. And it's punted away. And Kyle Bradford gets it, and it's out of bounds now. Now, the coordinators for Heritage, they did not want that to happen, but now it is now 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line. And if I were Heritage, I would start giving the ball to Kyle Bradford more, even though because he hasn't been fed much, and maybe that's the reason why they're losing is that they haven't gotten that much involvement with him, and with him being their top receiver, and hasn't hauled in a target yet, and he needs to start getting open and start scoring in order for them to get a chance. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 9. Let's see what they do here. And that is Bryce Gilchrist. And ball's out. And who has it? Let's see. And that is a fumble, and the Colony regains possession of the football. And like I said, the reason why Heritage is losing because they've been turning the ball over so much in this game. That's probably their 4th or 5th turnover in the game so far, and that's the reason why the Colony is just straight up dominating this game. And let's do a quick little stat update. Mikey Harrington so far, he's thrown 8 for 13. He's thrown for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns on the day. He's doing pretty good. Miles Price, he's been doing awesome on the return game with him returning a kickoff. That's pretty impressive. Let's see what the Colony does now as they run to Camden Wesley, and he gets stopped. That's about a loss on the play, loss of 5. And that's exactly what's needed as the Heritage defense is starting to wake up now.
It's too little, too late.
Yeah. Now, they hand off to Miles Price. Wow. Price is running through, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to get the first, but did he make it across? I don't think he did. This is now 1st and goal at the 1. Now, I'm willing to bet something that the Colony is going to score on this play right here, and I'm going to be very surprised if they don't. And let's see what they do as there's approaching 4 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and let's see what happens right now as Harrington is just getting wisdom from the coach. Let's see what they do here. I expect a score right here as Wesley, does he get in?
Wow.
And he does get in. That's his 4th touchdown of the night. That is another touchdown for the Colony, as they have just hit 60-plus points for the game, and this is like great stuff right there for Camden Wesley. And for him, like I said, just doing this as a freshman, and he's setting an example for his team, so that because this, like I said, this is his first year on varsity. He's only a freshman. He's put up this amount of numbers. He's going to be a positive impact for their team in the future, as the extra point is good. And Max, or not Max, Stuart, what were your thoughts on that drive for the Colony?
Well, again, that was a turnover base. Colony didn't do much. I think it's more like Heritage just giving the Colony free points. I mean, I can't recount how many. I can't count how many turnovers there has been for this game. It's been way too many, and this game is reaching around 40 points. This game is the kind of blowout we kind of expected to be in the first half. Colony has 65 points, and we're not even to the fourth quarter.
Yes, not even. And while we wait for the kickoff, back at Toyota, we're going to go around the rail. So Braswell is scored another touchdown against Lebanon Trails. The score right now is 58-13. And back at Lake Dallas, in that game, and the game at Toyota is 7:21 left to go in the third. And now Frisco is beating Lake Dallas 38-7 with 5:49 left to go in the fourth. And let's get back into the action. All right, so now Kevin Alberon sets up to kick this off. I've lost count for like the 7th or 8th time today. And let's see. Yeah. So that's Christian Wesley's 5th touchdown of the season, his 4th of the game. And here we go. And that is Bryce Kilchrist with the return. And he is going to be out of bounds on that play. And whoa.
Uh-oh. Yeah, a scuffle here.
There's a scuffle down here.
And there's some actual pushing here, some punching here.
Oh, there's a flag. And I believe there are some punches thrown down there on the sideline. And there's going to be some unsportsmanlike conduct and unnecessary roughness. That was a bit interesting right there. And that's something I wouldn't expect. Like these teams aren't rivals.
Well, whenever you're losing by nearly 40 points, there's going to be some emotions out there.
Yeah, but still, you just gotta control those emotions, even though he's not doing great. All right, let's see. It's now 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line with 3:37 left to go in this third quarter. As the ref is talking about some things, he's talking things over with the coach, and now Ryan Davis is alongside. Now Ryan Davis, he hasn't had his day today with him. I don't think he's only caught one pass, and that's for a big game. I think they need to give the ball to him more, because he can be a big part of this offense if he gets fed the ball a lot. Now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Let's see what they do here. As Sweden is figuring out what to do. Ref is still talking things over. And here we go. And game is back on. Sweden hands it off to Rose. Rose is having his work today. As he's getting fed the ball. This is probably his 19th time. And that's this is what I call feed the beast. They're just continuing to feed the ball, and they're relying on their running game. With almost 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter, let's see what they do here. Is in the shotgun formation. As it throws it to Kyle Bradford, he stumbles and he gets blown up in the backfield for a loss of 6 on that play. Now it's 3rd and 12. Not have to work even harder to get this 3rd down, and with them being down 40+ points, chances of them are like.
No, this game is over. Yeah.
This game's over. Yep. I mean, the only thing they can do now is try and make the score seem a little bit more acceptable by like scoring a touchdown here or two if they can. As Sweden throws and it's complete to to Hunter Smith, and they're slowly trying to get back in, trying to get their way back. As now it is 4th and 3. And I think the offense is going to stay out there. Kenneth Gilchrist is going to go for it. And now with about 1:50 left to go in the 3rd. Let's see what they do here. And bit of a snap. He hits Cameron Rose, and Cameron Rose is going to get the 1st down, and he trucks someone out of bounds. And that's something. And they kept the drive going, and now it's 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line with about 1:25 left to go here in this 3rd quarter.
It was a hard and clean hit, though.
Yeah.
And it was nearly helmet to helmet, but it was on the shoulder pad.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
Let's
fumble.
See. Fumble again.
Colony's going to take this one here.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And that fumble recovered by number 84, Dershawn Jackson. And that was a defensive tackle who recovered that fumble. And now, with a minute left to go, and Colony gained the ball back. And if Colony scores on this drive, this game is pretty much out of reach.
Oh, it's already out of reach.
Yeah. Yes. And I think and this game can get even more out of hand if the Colony continues to put up points.
Dalton, so they got 65 points right now. How many points do you think they'll end up with the game by when it says 0-0 at the minutes and seconds? How many points do you think they'll have after this game?
After this game, when this game is over, I honestly think that the Colony, they might score. They're going to for sure score again, but they might make it to 80.
Yeah, I was going to say around that run.
They're probably going to score at least 80 points. Yeah. All right, now with the clock almost coming to a close at the end of the 3rd, they might just let it run out. And
they will.
Now the clock is slowly ticking. And that is pretty much going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is the Cougars 65, the Colony, or the Cougars 65, the Coyotes 26. We'll get back to you in the 4th quarter. Starts back here on the Frisco Sports Network.
After an accident, it's a parent who needs a family rental car, not a tiny car. We get it. We're parents too. That's why we offer same-size rental car match. A Parent, auto insurance for families.
And we're back from Memorial Stadium, where the Colony Cougars is leading 65-26.
And we're back here on the Frisco Sports Network as the 4th quarter has just started. And Mikey Harrington just throws this ball away. And now it is 3rd and 10. And I think they're just going to let the clock run out. Or now they stopped it. with 11:47 left to go in the fourth quarter. Now, now the clock's running again. I think they're all trying to get everyone out of here, and that student section for Heritage is very little, like it's the size of Ant-Man. That's how big their student section is. As Mikey Harrington throws it, and that passes. Did he catch it? That was Keith Miller, and I think they will rule it, or I think there's a flag on the field, and that's it. And that's against the Coyotes defense, so that's going to give him a new set of downs. And now it's time for a little game break around the rail. Lone Star is, or not Lone Star. Centennial and Liberty are playing at the Star. Remember, at the Star. The score right now is 35-28. Centennial with 5:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. And now back at Little Elm Stadium, Wakeland is beating Little Elm 52-14 with 7:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. Now let's get back into the action. And now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Let's see what they do here on this play. And I believe there's a quarterback change now for the Colony, as is now Jonathan Roberson out there. Let's see what he does here for them. As it's now 1st and 10 as he hands it off to number 33, Robert Veasley. And now that's a gain of 5. Now it's 2nd and 5 with 10:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. And I think what the Colony's trying to do right now is just trying to run out the clock. Don't you think, Stuart?
Yeah, I think they are. I don't think they want to put more points on the board, to be honest.
Yeah.
If they put too much on it, it's going to be kind of like sportsmanship here.
Yeah. Oh, there's a fumble, and Veasley gets it back, and he gets stopped right there. Man, and I believe there's a flag on the field, and I think there may be some pushing down there. Let's see what the ref has to say about this. While we wait for the ref's decision, let's look at Keith Miller real quick. He's only gotten the ball 3 times, and out of those 3 times, 2 of them were touchdowns, and he's averaging around 17 yards a catch. And Keith Miller, that's his 5th touchdown of the season, and like I said, he's wide receiver 2 for behind Miles Price, and that's pretty impressive right there. It is now 3rd and 9 with 10:10 left to go in the fourth. The ball on the 43-yard line. Let's see what the Cougars do right here. All right.
They're just taking their time here.
Yeah. They're taking their time trying to figure out what play they're going to run. And the chains will be moved. There was a flag that was called against the Heritage defense again. It is now 1st and 10 at the 42. Let's see what Roberson has up his sleeve now while Harrington is getting a rest.
So what do you think this play would be?
It might be a running play.
Well, it is a running play.
Yeah, you're correct. And that is lost in the play, loss of 3. Now it's going to be 2nd and 13. And Rose's not. All right, now there's a timeout on the field, charged by I believe the Coyotes. And we're going to take a timeout as well, as we'll be right back on the Frisco Sports Network.
Your guy has the leg for it. And as we're going to see here, they're probably going to leave their offense out on the field. I mean, it really puts the pressure now on the Redhawks to really convert a new onside kick, to convert on whatever they possibly can. Great job by Liberty, or great job by Centennial, taking the chance on their kicker Nick Brown, making that 43 or so yard field goal. Great job by them getting points on that board.
And we're back on the Frisco Sports Network for the matchup tonight between the Colony Cougars and the Heritage Coyotes. And the Cougars are just straight up running away with this game. This is now 2nd and 13 at the 45-yard line. And that is Roberson with the carry, and he is getting stuffed at the line. And that he barely made it back for about a yard on that play. Now it's 3rd and 12. They're 12 with 9:25 left to go in the game. And let's see what they do here. Let's see, is now Roberson hands it off to, oh, there's a fumble, but I think a Cougar landed on it, and that was Robert Veasley who coughed it up. But I'm pretty sure the Colony did recover that, and they do. They did recover their own fumble, and that could have. It's not really costly, but I mean it could have affected them a little bit. As it's now 4th and 2, at the 34-yard line with 8:45 left to go in the game, and let's see what they do here on this play. Are they going to punt or are they going to go for it? I think they're going for it. Let's see what they do. As is, Roberson keeps it himself, and he's going to be stopped short. As now, as a turnover on downs, now the Heritage gets the ball back for their offense. And let's take a little around the rail game break. And the game just finished between Frisco and Lake Dallas. Frisco won 38-7, and with Bryson Clemens, he got 100 yards that game, averaging 8 yards a carry, and got 1 touchdown. And back at the Star, Centennial and Liberty. Centennial's winning 38-28 with 2:26 left to go in the 4th quarter. Now let's get back into the action. All right, now it's 1st and 10. Sweenham hands it off to Rose. Rose is he's got to have at least 22 rushes. That's at least 32 rushes for him. Correction, that's actually 20 rushes. That's 20 rushes for him. Man, that man is getting fed the ball a lot that game. He's already got 2 touchdowns. He's still pretty good. And Sweden with the option, and he gets tackled. And that was number 10, Gage Gorea, with the stop. Now it's 3rd and 5 with 7:25 left to go in the game. Now now if I were Heritage in this play, like anything is worth a try at this point, and this is practically your practice of going into next week. Let's look at Heritage's upcoming schedule. As next week they'll be playing the Centennial Titans at the Star at 7 p.m. And this is technically practice for them at this point for their next opponent, which is the Titans. And right now the Titans are beating the Liberty Redhawks 38-28, like I said before.
So this is, I'll agree with Jonathan. This is practice for them. This is just warming up, scrimmaging. They have nothing to lose here.
Yeah. And that play got blown up, and that was Ryan Kasminski and Devin Guevara with the tackles on that play. And I believe, that's another turnover on downs again. Now, Heritage, I believe they turned the ball over 6 times in this game, if I'm correct. And
That's about right.
yeah, they turned the ball over about 6 times, and like I said, Colony is going to win this game because they won the turnover battle, and turnovers lead to victory, and that's what we've been seeing here tonight. Is now it is 1st and 10 with about, and we're halfway through the fourth quarter. And let's see what the Colony will do on this drive. And let's see, Roberson, and flags are on the field. I think one of the players jumped. No, let's see. It's a false start on the offense. That's going to send him back 5. Now that's going to be a 1st and 15 right there. Right now. It is with about 5:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see. Roberson hands it off to Veasley, and Veasley, that's about a 3-yard pickup. Now it's 2nd and 12, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, second and 12. All right, let's see. Let's see what's happening. All right, and let's see what happens right now as there's 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. And now Roberson hands it off to Veasley. And that's a great hit right there by the Heritage defense. And that
should have been playing like that the whole game. I mean,
yeah, like they're just now starting to play like this. Like, why couldn't they play like this earlier? But like I said before, this is going to be practice for them going into the next game, which is against the Heritage. It's against the Centennial. And let's see what the Colony has up next. Next week they play Lone Star. They play Lone Star next week, and Lone Star just came off a victory against Independence with the score 63-14. And let's see what
Where's the location there?
And the location is at the Colony Stadium, and that's probably going to be the game of the week that week. Both teams are going to be remain undefeated, and that was number 18 Devin Pearson with the reception on that play. And is now is 4th and 5. Let's see what the Roberson does here. He might be going for it. He might be licking his chops here. And let's see. Yeah. Let's see, Roberson. And I don't think they're going to get it. And they definitely won't. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's the backup running back. So, but it's a turnover on downs, and Heritage does get the football back with 3:27 left to go in the game. And this leads to more practice for their next game. This will be which is obviously against the Centennial Titans, and like I said, they're just playing for pride at this point. Like there's obviously nothing they can do to get back into this game. This game is pretty much over, and they're pretty much right now just practicing their running plays as Karen Rose gets about a 5-yard gain with about 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. And let's see. And now it's time for a little game break. Back at Toyota Stadium, Braswell is beating Lemoncho. Lemoncho just scored. Now scores 65-19 with 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's get back into the action. As Weedham does the read option, and that's a good play right there for them. And now it's the first down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the refs have to say about this. Let's see what the refs have to say.
Yeah, so this has just been very disappointing for Heritage in the second half. Scoring not much.
They've only
touchdown.
They've only scored a touchdown.
With
a touchdown, but no extra point.
Right.
Well, the Colony has scored 28 alone in this second half. And now with 2:30 left to go in the fourth, with the Cougars getting this game, putting this in the win column, that's going to put them now as 6-0, if I'm not mistaken, that means the Colony are going to be 6-0 going into this game. Now Heritage is going to be 1-5, and now Karen Rose just runs out of bounds in that play, and they're just now it's second and 8 with 2:10 left to go in the fourth quarter.
And this is
Now,
great for Centennial.
let's
Fighting
see.
hard in the past three or four
This is
so games.
they're pretty much
Fighting
practicing
hard,
their plays,
coming up
like I said
just a bit
before,
short against the Colony,
and
just a bit
they're
short
just
against
trying to
the
make sure
Again,
their
just
plays are working good
just
for
a little
next
short
week.
against Bishop Lynch.
And
Finally coming
this
away
is
with
honestly
the
good practice right there for
41-28.
Sweetham as he tries to
And what was
as he
once
does
a fiery
another
sensation
handoff to
maybe
Cameron
is
Rose.
right.
Rose is we
Well.
cannot mention enough Rose in this game, and that is a first down for the Coyotes. And now it is that's a first down right there. And is there a stoppage or let's see what happens.
Oh, and there's the run.
And and the clock is still running with about 1:30 left to go in the football game. Now let's see.
Yeah, Heritage got beat up today.
Yes, it is safe to say that. And
Is that?
oh, that's incomplete. And that who was that? That was I think that was Bryce Gilchrist, and that was number 29 Colin Preston, or correction, number 28 Brock Dunlap with the deflection on that play. Now it's 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line, and let's see what they do here. Now it's run, and Sweetham with the carry, and he slides down for a 3rd and 2 maybe. All right, now with the clock just running out, and we're now down to about 50 seconds left to go in the game, and this game is just pretty much blown out of the water for them. And this is honestly one that the Heritage Coyotes need to put behind them as quick as possible. And Colony, this was a great game for them. It got them the win, and Heritage right now is trying to get their last minute plays in before this game is over, so that way they can have somewhat of a momentum to go into the next game.
There's no momentum here, and he's going to get it.
And that's incomplete.
Well, we're going to have another play here because that was incomplete.
Yep, with 14 seconds left to go in the game.
I mean, how could we? It's a great matchup.
And now
this was once a great matchup at halftime.
Yeah.
And it just quickly blew up. It was 20-37 at halftime.
Yes, it was.
That last play of the before half, which was resulting in pick 6 for the Colony Cougars, just really changed the game.
Yes, they really did. Now this game is pretty much
it's done. It's been over since the since the 2 minutes of the halftime.
Yes. Now they do it, flip around the Bryce Gilchrist, and Gilchrist throws one to the end zone, and that is I believe he caught it. And did he get it? And they are.
Even if they did, the game is over. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, the clock would be running unless they call a timeout.
Let's see. The clock stopped.
There remains confusion throughout the refs here.
And the Heritage Coyotes are wanting a timeout. And I believe they get one with 2 seconds left to go in the game. And that we're going to take a timeout for us as we'll be back for the last 2 seconds of this game on the Frisco Sports Network.
All right, so we're back from the Memorial Stadium with Dalton Arenado with Stuart Berman here. What's your thoughts on the game so far?
This game is pretty much towards the end of it, and like I said, the Colony just came in straight up dominated this game, and now with Heritage, they're just trying to get to 30 points at this point, because now they're close to scoring position.
All right, this is the last play of the game here.
Let's see what happens. Heads off to Rose, and Rose got in. I believe he did. That's a touchdown for.
One ref says he's in.
Yep, and they added the score, and it is a touchdown for the Coyotes.
There will not be no extra kick point here. The game is over. It is 65 Colony Cougars versus 32 Heritage Coyotes. So that's the game. The Colony Cougars stays unbeaten, and the Heritage Coyotes get another L in their books. Dalton, what is one thing you would say that you would describe Heritage tonight?
Describe Heritage tonight is it was just not a good night for this team, and with them they pretty much just they almost had it in the first half, but then things just start falling apart for this team.
Right.
And then they pretty much they lost the turnover battle, and like they gave up. They had 6 turnovers in this game, and you've heard me say this before, but turnover team is what leads you to victories, and the Colony did that tonight.
Right, and I'm going to say the turnovers just killed Heritage Coyotes. The penalties didn't help them either. They had way too many penalties. I think it resulted in over 100 yards. That was insane. And then Colony Cougars stays unbeaten so far for the season. We're going to have a game of the week next week with Lone Star and with Colony. So that's going to be a very, very entertaining game here for next week. But Heritage, I mean, I remember at one point in the second quarter, it was 20-23 Colony.
Yes.
It was a 3-point game. And then things just kept happening. It was turnovers. It was just fumbles, and then Heritage could not keep up. It was a back and forth affair, and when things like that happen, once you have a turnover, you kill some momentum, and that's what happened tonight.
Yes, and now that's gonna be it for us here in the booth with Dalton Arenado alongside Stuart Berman. And this is the game for tonight. The Cougars beat the Coyotes 65-32. We'll see you next time on the Frisco Sports Network.
We'll see you next week for the game of the week.